Cool. All right. Welcome. Oh, good morning. I'm just going to do the bowls for another minute or two, and then we'll jump into the meditation. So get into a comfortable seated or laying down position and just enjoy. All right, let's begin. So let's start with a grounding and starting with a deep breath in through our nose, pulling that breath to the back of our throat like a ribbon. And when you exhale, just release out the mouth, releasing any tension in the body. Another inhale in through the nose, pulling it down and in. And when you exhale, release any tightness, any tension. Just feel it going as you release out. Another inhale, same thing, pulling that breath down and in. And a big full mouth release. And let's begin with a grounding. So repeat in your mind after me. I am connected to the unity of all there is. I ground myself to Mother Earth. I feel my roots connected and intertwined and intertangled in the roots of Mother Earth. And as you feel that sensation on and around your feet, you feel yourself almost sit deeper into your body. And we're going to call in any protective forces you have. And so, once again, repeat after me in your mind. I call in all of my angels and guides of God, of the unity that all there is, to protect me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, and in all totality. And you can see almost like a protective bubble coming around you. And your energy is safe with me. And so let's bring our attention back to our breathing, back to those grounding roots that we made. And on your next inhale, feel yourself pull that Mother Earth energy up through those grounding roots into your legs, all the way up your legs and into that red root chakra at the base of your spine. And as you exhale, push, release anything and everything that doesn't serve you at that red root. Another inhale, pulling up from the feet. Another wave into that red root. And as you exhale, release anything and everything that no longer serves you at the red root chakra. Last wave, pulling that breath all the way up and in through the feet. And as you exhale, release out that red root. And as you become aware of your red root chakra, notice that as this flow of Mother Earth energy is now connected and open to it, that the red root, that spinning red orb at the base of your pelvis, is almost filling itself in. It's reshaping itself, resizing itself, becoming more vibrant, more aware. Any dark spots, any shadows spin out and go to Mother Earth to be recycled and transmuted. Notice as you breathe into that red root chakra and release, you are releasing any ideas of fear, any fear programming, so to speak, that has been given to you, any hooks, anything that is encouraging you and inviting you to stay in a space of fear. And another inhale, a full flush, your deepest inhale in through your nose, pulling it into your lungs, pulling that energy up, 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 filling up that red root. Hold at the top just for a moment, feeling that red root expand and full and strong. And as you exhale, release in totality anything and everything that doesn't serve you at that red root. And on your next inhale, we're just going to pull that energy from that red root all the way through the center of the body, all the way through the solar plexus, the heart, up through the head. Feel it fountain out the crown, the top of our head. And let's bring our awareness back to our feet. Feel yourself walking on an earth floor. Feel that earth beneath your feet, the vegetation, the soil. And as you're walking on this earth path, there is a door in front of you. There's a white door. And if you can see the handle, you're going to open that door and enter. And as you close the door behind you, you notice that you are in a beautiful nature space. There's a sacred water space off to, off to your left. There's a beautiful vegetation and animals. There's a like a crystal palace behind. And as you look around, taking in the wonder of this space, you feel a overwhelming sense of safety and security. And as you step deeper into this beautiful water space, this beautiful sacred space, you notice that other participants are there too, that you're not alone. And instead of seeing their skin or their facial features or what they look like, you see their energy. You feel their energy. You feel that these are like minded people. You can tell instantly that these people, these energies, are in the same frequency as you, with the same goal as you. And as you come together, you notice that there is a beautiful fire in the middle, like the sacred fires our ancestors gathered around for millennia. And as the energies, as we gather around the sacred fire, you declare, I am anchoring in peace for me and for you. I deserve a healthy, happy, peaceful reality, and so do you. And together we can change our personal realities. And with each personal bubble, we transmute. Each personal bubble, we enliven and awaken, changes the tide, changes the collective just a little bit at a time. And this is sustainable. This is real progress. And as you do, above the fire is a orb. And inside these orbs are millions of pink bubbles and gray bubbles. And the gray bubbles represent the individuals operating from a fear space. And the pink bubbles represent those individuals operating from a love space. And you see your bubble in the mix. And you notice just by becoming aware of it and feeling that sense of connection to yourself, it becomes pinker. And as your bubble becomes pinker, the 5 bubbles touching you around you become pinker too. And as all of you focus on this representation, the tide swings. There's suddenly more pink bubbles than there were gray. And all just by rippling out, pouring out that love into yourself. And as you, from your heart, send a bit of pink to a gray bubble that you know, a gray bubble that could use a little love, a little anchoring. I want you to find that gray bubble in our earth representation, and you're going to send that pink light to that gray individual with no expectation, without force, without obligation of them having to accept it. But you just put that pinkness above them, saying, "This is here for you if you want it. I invite you into the goodness of all that is." And it's there when they're ready for it. And you see yourself gather hands or connect energies with the people around you at the fire. And together we will send a peaceful energy. We will send a blanket of peace. And is this possible? Yes, it is. We will send a blanket of peace. So, first, let's connect to what peace is. And we've all had moments of peace in our life, but I want you to conjure up that moment that you felt a deep inner peace, whether it was a second or it was a whole day, or whether it's something you can imagine it to be. But I want you to pull that feeling into your body, pull that into your senses, feel that in your space. Anchor it in if it has to lock in a certain way, or if it wraps around you like a coat, but feel that sentient feeling of peace and feeling safe. And as you feel this, on the count of three, from your third eye, almost like a unicorn, you're going to project this peaceful feeling onto our earth representation, all of us at the same time. And we're going to see it like a blanket go over the entire earth. One, two, three. And as you see all of these rays of peace radiating out of each individual here, you see the earth get covered with this peace blanket, the whole planet of peace. And as this energy, almost like a cloud, starts to settle down onto the earth, you notice that the bubbles even change a little bit. You notice that the gray ones don't move as quickly. They're not as potent. Even if they're not ready to turn pink, you notice that they're softer. And as we do this, a white light, a pure white light connected to the unity of all that is, to the God source energy, comes down into your head to help fill you up. As you are giving, so you shall receive. And as it comes down into the top of your head, you notice that your ray of peace that you are putting into the earth doubles. And not just from us, another white light from the unity of all that is God source energy comes down onto the top of Mother Earth as well and compounds the energy further. And almost as if you can zoom in onto the earth, you see that the colors are brighter. The things are moving at a natural pace, not in this sped up motion. You see that there is abundance in all things. You see that we are in a natural flow, a harmonic flow. You see a gentleness and a connection that maybe we have been missing. And as you zoom out, you can disconnect your ray, your projection, your unicorn magic. But the ray coming down from God's source energy stays. It keeps doing its work long after this meditation is over. And as we sit around this fire together, we hold in the space. Anybody that joins this meditation within 24 hours compounds to our energy. And you notice that even though we are doing this now, you see that there are other people, more people than you noticed, joining. This is suspended in time, this sacred space. And so we are all meeting in the same space time. And as you look at how many people there are, notice that there are more even coming from the distance. There are so many brothers and sisters on the same path with the same goal, that we are not alone, that this is a possibility for all of us, and this is a step towards that. So give yourself some gratitude, give each other gratitude. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for showing up, for doing this with me, for doing it with each other, for yourself and for each other. Thank you for taking this step, for doing something new and different and maybe uncomfortable. And as you thank each other, thank your guides, thank this sacred space, notice that you have a protective jelly bubble around you, sealing in all these good feelings, these good energies. And as you walk back to the door you came in on, you thank the space, knowing you'll be back here very soon. And as you exit the door, closing it behind you, feeling that earth path below you again, and you come into the space where you are, becoming aware of the sounds around you, becoming aware of your body resting, becoming more awake and energized, sealing in the harmony that we created within the body, between the heart and the mind, feeling that awakening and natural energizing as you take a deep breath in, feeling that beautiful sensation of air in the lungs, and exhale, releasing. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come all the way back. And I'm still getting used to the live setup, so thank you. I will see you again tomorrow, 7:15 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for joining me, and I will be with you so soon.